All of these different agencies that I talk to, if we go in alone, they do nothing. I've tried to explain this to all these people since the beginning. Now their excuses are the situation of me being so far away. I wouldn't be so far away if they'd fucking spoken up to begin with. They want me to ignore the past, pretend that it doesn't exist, even though it affects me to this day. People have fucking harmed me repeatedly, and all of these people make excuse after excuse to do nothing. All of these people did wrong. The difference between them and me is that I don't let my fucking pride get in the way. I have to do desperate shit because I don't have that help. All these people telling me shit that they have to go through. I'm like, oh my God, I wish I could do that. Holy fuck, I wish I had the ability. Are you fucking kidding me? I'd rather work for a living and eat out of a fucking garbage can than go through this shit. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm trying to show these people why they need to fucking come forward, but they're too busy thinking about themselves. These people who pretend that they care. When I finally do get to see them, they're so fucking busy with their own fucking bullshit. And I have to understand. But none of them bother to understand this situation and why it is so important for them to fucking tell the truth. But you can't because you're too depressed. You can't because you're scared. You can't because you don't want to lose friends. You can't because you don't want to lose your job. You can't because you don't want to be victimized. I had to make my decisions based on other people's fucking lies. Like, fuck, please speak up. I told true fucking stories. I was trying to get help. And all these people hide like fucking rats. Oh no, I didn't do nothing wrong. I didn't do nothing wrong. You're right. You didn't care, and you don't have to care. So you shouldn't have fucking pretended to. When I'm trying to tell you what's going on, I'm trying to tell you what the fuck is going on so you can fucking help me. Not so I can use you as a fucking therapist. These people want to know why they should do these things. Why should I tell the truth, Sean? Holy fuck! How can you call yourself a good person when somebody has to beg you to tell the truth? Because I'm being abused, motherfucker. Tell me not to live in the fucking past And then you want to go digging in the fucking past for any goddamn excuse that makes it okay that you fucking lied. You want to pretend I'm a bad person because after 4 years of fucking begging you to keep your word, please help! But he doesn't fucking care. All I'm asking him to do is tell the truth. He's never gonna fucking do that. These people are cowards. It's only 2:14. He should fucking answer. What a fucking douchebag. All of these people that made all of these empty promises and they didn't keep their word and didn't keep their word and didn't keep their word. All of these people that knew I was telling true stories, but didn't speak up and didn't speak up and didn't speak up. What the fuck makes you think I want you to fucking argue with people on Facebook? Oh, I need you to speak up in fucking court. Cammie Jefferson, she's like, well, I stuck up for you on Facebook. I helped. I stuck up for you on Facebook. Brandon, I stuck up for you on Facebook. Yeah, but you never fucking spoke up in court. You never spoke up in court, Brandon. None of you did. All of your empty fucking words, you never spoke up in court. You never went in with me to make a report. Your witnesses, you verified that I was telling the truth. You just didn't do it in court. And then you throw shit in my face. It's not my fault. It's not my fault that I wasn't able to get a hold of you when I was locked up. It's not my fault that I wasn't able to get a hold of you when I didn't have the money for a fucking telephone bill because all my money was going to fucking all these courts over and over and over again. You've been talking to my fucking attorneys. I sent you their numbers. Fuck. And I'm overwhelmed. And there's a lot of times where I was like, all right, I got to get this stuff done. I got to sit down and fucking go through this and get all of these numbers to this person or that person. And then fucking all of a sudden there's officers fucking being douchebags to me or fucking homeless people stealing my shit. And then I'm on a fucking 3-day fucking jamboree fucking scramble to try to get that goddamn evidence back. The only reason I'm fucking going around doing all this shit is because none of these people fucking spoke up. So instead of them fucking telling the truth in court and fucking speaking up for me because I'm not allowed, I'm taking screenshots, all the shit that they fucking said to go, hey, see, I'm showing you, I'm trying to get fucking help. I've gone to a lot of people for help. I'm trying to show you I've been going to fucking therapists. Like when I was in the Arapahoe County Jail, I couldn't have gotten a hold of Brandon. The reason that I keep trying to get Brandon to come forward is because of all of the situations where I was cut off from communicating with anybody. I tried the best that I could to save phone numbers, but with people stealing my fucking phones, holy shit. And that's because I didn't have a safe place. What Brandon isn't thinking about, I am constantly thinking about him and his family, always. I could never in a million years fucking turn away from him the way that he did to me. Not in a million years. I didn't ask for people to make fucking excuses. If their reasons were valid, they should have been in court. If what they said wasn't true, they shouldn't have said it. They shouldn't have lied to me. They shouldn't have pretended to love me and then thrown me away when their decisions were harmful. If they cared about me, they would want to make amends. See, that's why I don't believe in Christianity, but I do believe in Jesus. I absolutely believe in Jesus. You guys got no idea. But your Jesus is wrong. Your Jesus is vile. Your Jesus is a snake. I read the Bible when I was 6. That's a different experience than sitting through church and going, that's not what it says. Why does that preacher stop so much to reinterpret it? That's not what it says. Even Graham. Graham studies the Bible all the time. All the time. And he was wanting to tell me stuff that was in the Bible. And I said, that's not what it says. It is. I said, no, read it word for word. And he read it word for word. And he said, and it means. And I'm like, no, that's not what it means. That is not what it means. Read it. What does it say? And who told you that's what it means? Who was it that reinterpreted those words so terribly that you would believe such a thing? None of these people understood that their part of the story was important. All of these people, after all that shit happened, the reason I am continuing, they need to tell the truth. If they are good people, they will tell the truth. Brandon Ratner, did Sean Schwartz go to you for help? Brandon Ratner, did you help Sean get from Virginia to Boulder so he could get away from the volunteers? Brett Roloff, did Sean say that he wasn't going to come visit you in 2017 because he didn't want to be that close to Natalie and her family? By the way, all these answers are already in there here on YouTube. Brett Roloff, did I come to you for help? When Natalie disappeared, did I try to get help finding her? These people did messed up things. They allowed a narrative that wasn't true, and they allowed an innocent man to be harmed because of it. I could get new court dates with all of the recordings that I have, but I can't do that without help. I can't take care of myself, people. I can't take care of myself. I can't take care of myself. I can't defend myself. I have to break the law to defend myself. You know what that's like? To be afraid to go to the law? I saved the truth. I saved as much of it as I could, and stuff that was stolen, that was not my fault. I tried the best that I could to show that before then. It was not my fault that nobody would listen to me because of the tag of mentally ill. It's not my fault that people absolved themselves. Those are not my decisions. When the police said that I did not try, that was an outright lie. You listen to the conversations between myself and Miss Peaches, Brandon and Graham and Tabby. and Sandy. These are all true stories. And you know what? The further it goes along, the more desperate shit I have to do. I don't want to be an asshole. Between yelling at Brandon on the phone because I can't fucking see him because he didn't fucking speak up, and seeing him in real life, not fucking stressing him out because I'm stressed and I need him to speak up. All I'm asking for is the fucking truth. He needs to speak up where it makes a difference, and that's not fucking Facebook. Everybody wants to ignore where it started. Everybody. When it comes to mistakes that they made that I have to live with to this day, I have to live with the consequences. They all say the same thing. Either don't blame me or stop living in the past. See, they want to bring up shit from years ago. They'll go digging in the past just fine. It's okay. They'll pretend like you forgot. I didn't forget. Not only did I not forget, I still admit those things to this day after they fucking stabbed me in the back. Sounds like Walter got out. I might have to go out and catch a dog shortly. He probably just went over to harass Francis Mitchell's donkeys. Well, they're mules. They're pretty cute too. They're old. They scare pretty easy, but they saw me chopping weeds one day and they got right up against the fence and just stayed there staring at me like, oh, I wonder if he's going to bring them to me. No, I didn't. They're not mine. But there's people that dump their grass there all the time and the mules eat it. And they are cute. I don't really bother them because they're not mine. It's kind of like when people's dogs really want some attention. I'm like, it's not mine. When I imagine a world without people, it's beautiful. That's true beauty. Your excuses for doing all this evil shit are that you have to. But then when it's pointed out that you don't have to, then you try to twist or contort your religion to make it okay. Okay for you though. Not okay for anyone else. Just for you. You know what? I got enough emotional fucking baggage of my own, and each time these people tell me about their stories, it hurts me a lot. A lot of these people, they tell me about their problems, and I could have helped them, but they didn't speak up when it mattered. And now I can't. I can't for logistical reasons that they'll never even come close to comprehending. None of these people know what alone is. They all know what lonely is. There are very few who know what alone is. A lot of the women I know, they get out of an abusive relationship. They do the same thing that men do. They get out of an abusive relationship. You think that's a good start? Well, then the women go man bashing and the men go women bashing. I bash both sides. I also defend both sides. There are right and wrong in each one. Blaming men, blaming women, blaming blacks, blaming whites. We got a name for that. It's called racism and sexism. The word for all of it together is called prejudice. It's okay to be prejudiced against certain people. You're taught to be prejudiced against those certain people because those people are the ones that you can get away with taking it out on. Come here, honey. I know your dad's doing bad stuff to you, but we're not going to be able to pay the rent if he goes to prison. It's not that I don't love you. Someday we might have the money to get out of here, but for right now, I need you to go take it out on a homeless person or somebody who's mentally ill because we just have to take it. These people have their own problems, all of them. And I have to take all of their problems and roadblocks into account. All their problems and roadblocks into account. All of their reasons or excuses, whichever the case may be. But the whole time they're saying, "What can I do, Sean? What can I do?" You can speak up. You can speak up in court where it matters. You can go with me in person to make a police report. If the cops won't take a report, we'll get one of their cards and we'll work together. St. Atkinson, he got a favorable outcome because he didn't have to beg for help. People wanted to help him because of his skin color, despite the fact that he sold a very wrong narrative. I'm not saying that what the police did was right. What the police did was very wrong. But what they did by playing along with BLM, that was so fucked. Zayd Atkinson knows the homeless are treated like that every day, but he flunked out his moral britches. You see how many crimes I had to commit in order to get the truth? You see how much hell I had to jump through? You see how many times I had to take abuse, get kicked in the teeth just to show the truth? And I don't even get to show the truth in court. I got to show it to you here on YouTube and on Facebook. See, well, a lot of you nut jobs paid a lot of attention. Those who claim to love me really haven't paid any. I can't get a civil case or a criminal case because of the term mentally ill. Someone else has to speak up. That's why I went to people for help. The fact that they didn't help is not my fault. That is not my decision. That does not mean that I did not try to get help. But at this point, it's been 4 years. You guys fucking hate me for screaming. I'm screaming for fucking help. Just tell the fucking truth. Just tell the fucking truth. If you can tell it to me, you can tell it to the cops. If you can tell it to me, you can tell it to the courts. It's not that I didn't ask you to talk to these people. It's that every time I did, you had some excuse why you couldn't, and then you went off on your fucking tangent about that. Then you say, why didn't you ever say anything, Sean? I fucking did. I fucking tried my best to get you to listen. But every time, it's always about you. It's always about you. It's always about you. The difference between me being allowed to have any sort of a life and me living like this is whether or not you are too much of a fucking coward to tell the truth. I can't function anymore. There is too much. I can't do it. Drugs will not stop the victimization. Drugs will not make it so I can see my loved ones without having to fucking look over my corner for a fucking cop or a drug addict. I was targeted by the whole world over a fucking false narrative. And I've proven on YouTube and Facebook, but I'm not allowed to show it in court unless someone like Brandon, one of these people whose words I was able to prove the truth with on this fucking YouTube channel, they have to speak up because I'm called mentally ill. All of this evidence is here. Literally, the only thing I can do to try to get someone to look is to break the law because I can't function. Everyone else is allowed to be depressed. People who get help from their families every fucking day want to talk to me like I'm a piece of shit because I don't have that help. All these people, their words are fucking empty. If their words were true, if the things that they said in those videos that I recorded were true, it would have made all the difference in the world in court. Brandon's a piece of shit straight up. Every one of these people who made excuses. They're like, you need to talk to this person, you need to talk to that person. No. No, 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 no. I've talked to those people. You have to talk to them with me. With me. Don't go in on your own and then not write anything down, not write down the name of the officer, not any of that. Go in with me so I have a fucking witness. I get that it's harder now that I had to fucking jump around the entire goddamn country trying to find actual help because you were just fucking empty words. The fact is, these people didn't come forward. That is not my fault. These people couldn't make the time to understand. That is not my fault. They can all make the time to talk over me, but can't make the time to listen. This is why assisted suicide should be legal. See, in order for me to get a case going against any of these predators, the things that Brandon said in those conversations that are on this YouTube have to be in court. They're not in court because Brandon didn't make any fucking effort. Every time he's telling me all of his excuses why he can't. Why he can't keep his word. have every right to be angry. Listen to those conversations. I'm trying to tell him. It's always about him. Dude, people are hurting me, and I need you to speak up. I told true fucking stories. I can't think of Brandon Ratner as a good person. I can't think of Alyssa Rainwater or Mandy Hughes as good people. I can't. They blame me for things that aren't my fault. These things that were happening to me because I was targeted prevented me from doing all these things that they're bitching at me about. All these people who are like, you should have told me. Hey, it would have been lovely to not have people fucking trying to destroy everything on my Facebook. It would have been lovely to not be fucking targeted by the fucking media and by the fucking cops. That would have been fucking nice. But I have to endure it until you fucking speak up. Where it matters. Assisted suicide should be legal. I try to explain this shit to him. He always cuts me off to tell me his fucking excuses. And then he wants to fucking go off about his family for a fucking hour. Like, yeah, dude, I get it. I get it. You have problems too. I know. You can do something about my problems just by telling the fucking truth. And I can't do shit about yours until you tell the fucking truth. Now you make every fucking excuse not to. Like, yeah, look at the fucking situation I've been in the last 4 fucking years. You know how difficult it is to fucking help anybody? And everywhere I go, I gotta jump through their fucking hoops. Everywhere I fucking go. These people say that they'll help me. They say that they'll help me. And then the fucking rules and stipulations and bullshit there make it fucking impossible. How am I supposed to make any of these professional phone calls with Shannon Alvarado at night? When I get there, that's when she lets me know, well, we got to make these phone calls at night while my daughter is sleeping because I don't want adult protective services coming in here and fucking screaming and taking my daughter. I'm like, all right. All of these people, I am trying to comply with every one of their fucking stipulations, every one of their roadblocks. It would have been nice to know that. Robert Henderson typed, I do not believe in suicide. Well, people kill themselves every day, Robert Henderson. So maybe you should pull your head out of fucking La La Land. People kill themselves every day over the shit that I'm going through. I can't see my loved ones. I'm not allowed to defend myself. I'm not allowed to show evidence. And I can barely fucking function well enough to make a goddamn YouTube video. You know, all of the fucking money that I've had in the last 4 fucking goddamn years has all gone to waste. Every penny that anybody fucking given me, every penny that I have fucking earned. Because I have to fucking defend myself. I can't just walk away! I can't just walk away! How do you not get that? I'm not allowed! I don't have the ability! I don't have the fucking credit! These people allowing the slander and doing nothing about it. Hey, yeah, dude, I get it. I wasn't able to fucking tell you that I was locked the fuck up. I tried, okay? It's not my fault. It's not. I didn't have the money to use the goddamn phone. It's not like I had my phone there and I could remember your fucking phone number. Maybe if you stopped and listened, instead of pretending like I'm a piece of shit for telling you how it feels. I'm trying to tell you what the fuck is going on, Brandon, for 3 goddamn years. It's not, hey, let's trade our shitty fucking weeks. It's, Brandon, this is the shit that I'm going through. Fucking speak up! God damn you! You guys get to see the fucking excuses. No matter what, I try to show this stuff, and they can't do shit about it because of how long it's been. Well, I tried before I had to go in by myself. I was threatened, harassed, and intimidated, and in many cases, fucking assaulted, arrested, put in mental institutions, and drugged. And you get to see how these people react when I call them out on their fucking bullshit. Why is it that Brandon didn't know a lot of stuff? For the same reason Miss Peaches didn't know a lot of stuff. They were busy talking instead of listening. And when they weren't talking, they had something in their head rolling around that they wanted to fucking spit out. That's why you don't go to the movies with someone who can't shut the fuck up during a movie. That's why you don't watch a movie with someone who has to watch chapter 6, then chapter 4, then chapter 5, then chapter 1. If this shit was happening to any one of them, it would be important enough to take off a day of work. It would be important enough to do something in my spare fucking time. I would make the fucking time if someone was being fucking abused. I wouldn't make excuses for 3 fucking years, Brandon Ratner. Want my life to fucking end. All of these people, their words could have made a difference because they didn't speak up. I have gone through all of this. All I'm asking is for them to tell the truth. But no, they want to make excuses after excuses after excuses. Fuck all of you. This is what my life is. It's fucking victimization. I can't take care of myself because of things that are not my fault. The choices of others and who they victimize is not my fault. Not one of these people took the time to look. You guys have spent more time looking at this than every one of these people who pretended they loved me. More than any of these people who pretended that they cared. It's pretty obvious that I told the truth by now. It's pretty fucking obvious. But still, you won't tell the truth and you won't fucking kill me. All these people are like, who do I talk to? Who do I talk to? Who do I talk to? I don't fucking know, but I know that we have to do it together or nothing happens. I'm sorry that I'm broke too. I'm sorry that all of the money that I could have invested in this got spent because you never spoke up. I fucking tried. I fucking tried, god damn it. Nobody else fucking effort. They didn't try at all. Just empty fucking words. Every single time it came time to keep their word, something happened and they couldn't. And I'm listening to all these people telling me all of their fucking sob stories. And then, you know what? It turns out most of it's fucking bullshit. If it wasn't bullshit, they'd tell the fucking truth in court. They would fucking help me instead of fucking going out of their way to make me feel even worse for needing help. All I'm asking for is the truth. All these people that offered to help. I asked them to tell the truth. That's the one thing I needed more than anything. I needed the abuse to stop. And unless you fucking speak up. But now it's too fucking late. You wait until I've been railroaded in court to fucking help me get my disability money back. It wasn't my fault that people fucking lied to me, but I saved their lives. There is nothing but evidence on this son of a bitch. I don't want to fucking lie, god damn it. I need real fucking help, not fucking prayers, you son of a bitch.